Today, I'll be checking out the Razer Blackwidow Chroma V2 and see if you should pick one up almost 3 years later. It has been 2 years since the Blackwidow Chroma V2 released, and Razer has been shipping it as a newly refined version of an already great system. Razer issued many changes to one of their best-selling keyboards, such as newly designed keycaps. Razer also was shipping the Blackwidow V2s with the new yellow, orange, and green mechanical switches. To recap, yellow switches were very much linear and silent, orange were tactile and silent, and my personal favorite green were tactile and clicky. I have the green switches in my keyboard, and from me testing out other keyboards with other switches, I found the green switches to be the best. One of the new features this keyboard was shipped with was this removable wrist rest, which creates a support for your wrists and prevent them from straining. I use the rest from time to time, and I find it incredibly comfortable with its soft, cushioned finish. It attaches with magnets inside the keyboard. The overall aesthetic of the keyboard is very much Razer-ish. It's not that different from any of their other pro-grade keyboards, and I hope in the future there's a new design revamp. Other than that, the keyboard has a good layout with 5 macro keys on each side. I use these typically for editing work in Premiere, which speeds up my workflow by a lot. The layout is easy to get used to, even if you have used Razer keyboards before, and even if you are new. The font on the keyboard is clean and doesn't feature that over gaming aesthetic a lot of keyboards suffer from. On the right side of the keyboard, you have your USB pass-through, which is good for hooking up other USB peripherals, but typically I don't have anything connected to it. At first, you wouldn't really notice a difference if you look at the keyboard and compare it to the OG V1, but if you lift up the keycaps, you'll see that's very much where you'll see a difference. The green switches are usually tactile and clicky, and have a keystroke of about 80 million, which means you'll be clicking for days. As usual, these keys won't feel any different from your regular cherry blue switches. They're quite loud, so I wouldn't really late night game with them, especially if you have housemates. Here's a sound test of the keyboard. The main attraction of this keyboard is the RGB lighting. Now, I've tried many keyboards like the Corsair K70, which does have RGB lighting, but it does not compare at all when it comes to Razer's Chroma. It is by far the best in the business, and I find it hard for any other keyboard to compare. If you use Razer Synapse, which you should, you'll be able to see all the different programmable lighting options you can set your keyboard to. For example, you got Wave, which sets a wave of colors to go across your keyboard. You also have Breathing, which has the colors fade in and out of your keyboard. Then you got other ones like Starlight, Fire, and Reactive. Razer has a ton of presets, and you can also make your own lighting presets to make your keyboard that much better. You can all do this in the Razer Synapse Studio, which is all for free. All in all, the Chroma is very much user-friendly and easy to use. The keyboard's finish is matte black, with the construction being mostly plastic, but it feels very solid and well built. It is also heavy for a keyboard. To recap all the changes, you have the 5 macro switches, new key switches such as the Razer green, orange, and yellow keys that can be configured when you buy this keyboard. You also have that amazing Chroma lighting, which makes the keyboard that much better. You also have the new redesigned keycaps, which are comfortable to type on. The typing experience on this keyboard is nice and comfortable, with the key travel being low. I typed this whole script on this keyboard and everything felt comfortable, and the same experience applies to gaming as well. The keys are responsive and don't require a lot of force to push down on, and they're nice to type on for long gaming sessions. You also have the new wrist rest, which was seen on the Ornata, which is super comfortable and a must for anyone who's gaming for long periods. I have the links in the description below if you want this keyboard. Now remember, buying this keyboard will set you back around $120 to $200, so keep that in mind when considering this keyboard. Now, is this worth the buy? In many aspects, yes. You have the key switches, the wrist rest, and the programmable keys, which help to make your gaming experience easy and fun. The switches are responsive and can be configured to any of your needs. By far, this is the best keyboard Razer has ever made, and I hope in the future they make a version 3, which I hope will innovate on an already successful design. Will Razer level the keyboard market? Will they be able to make the best keyboard the world has ever seen? Only time will tell. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'd like to see you all in the next one.
I held you in my arms till the light came up. Do you remember that? Do you remember that song?
Yeah,
that song, because I still sing that song. I first heard it from you. That was the first time. Remember?